Morning guys and girls, Mitch of the Bushcraft here. Sorry I've been away for so long. I've been working on some other projects. Now I'm back on my channel. Today I wanted to answer a couple of burning questions that I often get asked. People ask how can they get into bushcraft, and I said to them, just do it. As kids we used to go out and play, build forts, run around in the bush, do crazy things, and we never thought twice about it. So as an adult, just adopt the same mindset. Go out there and be a kid again. The next question I often get asked is, bushcraft's so expensive, I need this knife and I need this tarp. You don't need any of that. Chances are everything you need is lying around your house, and you can go out for your first bushcraft or overnight trip without spending a cent. Let me show you how. So the very first thing that we need for our bushcraft kit is a knife. Let's check out what we can find in the kitchen. That'll do. Next up, we need a water bottle. Need a lighter. Next thing we need is something to sleep on. That'll work. Full top. That'll do for shelter. And a blanket. Next thing, we need something to eat out of, and we need some cutlery. Spoon, fork, knife if you really want it, but we already got a knife. An old stainless steel bowl that we don't use for anything anymore. Lighting, a little keychain light, it'll work just fine. Okay, so let's see what we managed to put together. So first of all, I got a knife from the kitchen. Don't tell the girlfriend. This one, it's a steak knife. I like it because it's full tang, so it's not going to break on me. It's partly serrated, partly straight edge. Work quite nicely as a beginner bushcraft knife. Next is containers. I grabbed a metal water bottle. You often see people taking these to the gym. Plastic one will work in a pinch. I personally prefer the metal ones, but if all you got is plastic, that's what you take. Next is something to cook in or eat out of. Cheapy little doggy bowl like this, stainless steel. Generally you got one lying around at the back of your cupboard. Otherwise, if you've got any friends who are pet owners, chances are they got one lying around. You can put this straight on the fire and cook in it. Cutlery, use what you use at home. Fork, spoon, we've obviously got a knife. For cordage, I grabbed some garden twine. People use this for trussing up their tomato plants and whatnot. Pretty strong stuff, also biodegradable, so if you do leave it out in the bush, you're not going to do any damage. Next, we need something to sleep on. This is a windscreen cover from my car. Protect the dashboard. It's silver, so it reflects body heat back to you, and it's like a bubble wrap kind of material. So it'll give you a nice cushy place to sleep. To sleep in, just grabbed an old blanket. Everybody's got blankets floating around their house. Obviously for summer this will be fine. Winter you might need something a little bit thicker. What else have we got here? We've got an old tarp. Most people have got a tarp lying around. They use it on their trailer or cover their motorcycle, cover their braai or their barbecue. If you don't have one lying around, these can be picked up for next to nothing. For a lighter, I am a smoker, but most people have got lighters in their house, especially here in South Africa with all of our load shedding and electrical problems. Chances are you've got a lighter or box of matches floating around the house somewhere. For light, I've got this cheapy little light that I keep on my keyring. It's got various settings, including an emergency setting. That'll do for an overnighter out in the bush, especially if you're just getting into bushcraft. You're not sure if you enjoy it yet. You can hang it from a button. You've got some light. You can hang it from your top, hang it from a tree. It'll give you more than enough light. Lastly, when it comes to food, make your life a little bit easier. Get some instant stuff, no-brainer cooking. Like a instant pasta, just add boiling water. Some instant oats, once again, just add water in your bowl and you're good to go. I'd also recommend taking along some duct tape. Almost everybody's got duct tape in their homes. Helps for repairs. There's lots of things you can make out of duct tape, literally thousands of uses. Can also help as a first aid item. Lastly, you need something to put all of this in. This is an old school backpack, nothing fancy, doesn't have to be anything fancy. As long as you can fit all your gear in it or on it, you're good to go. So here in South Africa we've got some major storms that's been going around the countryside, but soon as the weather lets up and I get a chance to go out for the weekend, I'm going to take this exact same gear, go out, show you how you can camp with it and have a good time out there. Stick around for that one. Well, I'm Mitch of the Bushveld. Thanks for joining me on this little exercise to see how people can get into bushcraft and wild camping with spending little to no money. Doesn't need to cost a fortune. You don't need to spend thousands of rands on the fanciest of knives and the fanciest of tents. Use what you got around the home and you'll have a great time out there. Get out and explore. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook. Catch you on the next one.